All right, y'all. So this is question number 2 out of one of the homeworks. I don't remember which one it is, but anywho, let's see if we can't figure it out. We're trying to find, we have a function here, f of x equals 1 over x, and we're going to use the definition of a derivative at a point. So here's my definition. And it looks like the student already got the first part right. So that part looks good. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can evaluate the second and the third part here, okay? So look, let's do this. We're taking the limit as x approaches 4 of 1 over x minus 1/4 all over x minus 4. So let's do that on the next slide, okay? So we're going to take the limit as x approaches 4 of 1 over x minus 1 over 4 all over x minus 4. Okay, so the first thing I want to do here, y'all, I want to simplify this complex fraction. So between x and 4, our common denominator is going to be a 4x. Put a 4x here and a 4x here. And we can say, hey, look, we were missing the 4 here, so we're going to put a 4 right there. And from this piece, we were missing the x, so we're going to put an x right here, all over our x minus 4. Okay, now that we have this piece, we can write a single fraction, 4 minus x, all over 4x. And instead of dividing by x minus 4, we can multiply by the reciprocal, 1 over x minus 4. I don't want to forget, I'm still taking the limit as x gets closer to 4. What I want to do now, y'all, I want to factor this guy. I'm going to rewrite it and factor it. So I'm going to write a negative x and a positive 4 over 4x times 1 over x minus 4. And from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to factor out a negative 1 okay. So now we can see, hey, you know what? This factor and that factor are going to cancel out. So what we're left with is a negative 1 over 4x, okay? So remember, we're taking the limit as x approaches 4 of negative 1 over 4x. That's going to be a negative 1 over 16, okay? So we found our limit, negative 1 over 16. So I'm going to come back to my first slide right here, y'all, and this answer is going to be a negative 1 over 16. Okay. Now, second piece we want to do, we want to see if we can find the equation of the tangent line, okay, to f of x when x is equal to 4. Well, what we just did here, y'all, is we just found the slope of the tangent line. We just found the slope to be 1 over 16, okay? Since our function f of x was 1 over x, and we were trying to do this at 4, that tells me that the point that I have is 4 and 1/4, okay? So again, y'all, I'm going to think of this as my x1, and I'm going to think of that as my y1. So on the next slide, I'm going to write y minus y1 equals mx minus x1, right, for my point slope form. So y minus 1/4 equals m, which we found to be negative 1 over 16, x minus 4, okay? So we have y minus 1/4 equals, when we distribute this, that's going to give me a negative 1 over 16 with an x. A negative times another negative, y'all, is going to be a positive 4 over 16, but we can reduce that to 1/4. And then when we add this 1/4 to this side, we're going to end up with y equals negative 1 over 16x. Let's come back over here. 1/4 plus 1/4 is 2/4, which is the same thing as a half, right? Okay, so that right there, y'all, is the equation of my tangent line at x equals 4. So that right there is what I'm going to put back on slide 1. Right here, we're going to say y equals negative 1 over 16x plus 1 over 2. Okay? And we found our tangent line, and we found the slope of our tangent line. If y'all got any questions, let me know.